So hello ladies and gentlemen, welcome to episode 4 of our FC24 player career mode here on the channel, season 3. Now if you didn't watch the last episode, go back and watch that one. We had a mixed bag in the last episode. We drew with Blackburn, we beat Stoke, we lost in the Carabao Cup to Norwich, and then we drew with Luton. On this episode we've got Coventry away, Middlesbrough at home, Bristol City away, and then QPR at home. Hopefully we can start picking up some points. We do find ourselves very much in mid-table, in 10th at this moment in time. The league hasn't really settled down yet. Probably by the end of this episode it might have done. Just to bring you up to date on the player agents, this is what we need to renew our contract at Milwall. We need a few more goals and some skill move dribbles as well. So I'm sure we're going to get the contract at Milwall if we want to stay for another year. If we have a look at Lazio are in for us at this moment in time, that would be quite a jump to Italy, and also Monza as well, which is probably the more realistic of the two options at this moment. So they're just the two that are in for us at this moment in time. We're going to jump straight into it today. We do kick off away at Coventry and playing in the midfield as usual. So let's hopefully start on a high note. Right then, this is not an easy place to come, the Rico. When the Coventry fans are at it, it's not an easy place to come. Now, hopefully, we've had a mixed start. I'm hoping this front three is going to kick into gear a little bit. We are just not playing Tom Bradshaw, which I think is the player that we should be playing. But listen, the manager makes the decisions, and early doors here, McNamara has got it into us. We're going to take a pretty heavy touch. We're looking for options, and there is Gulbranson who strikes here, and it's headed away well. But positive start here for Milwall. Bidwell now into Matt Godden, edge of the box, strikes it, and what a strike that is. Matt Godden gives Coventry the lead, and to be fair, nothing much we could have done about it. I mean, we could have closed him down a little bit more here, but he's just hit it very, very well indeed. Struck it so hard. It's past Biakowski in no time. Bottom right-hand corner, Coventry 1, Milwall 0. Nisbet into Dinore. We're in the middle here. We finally get given the ball. Take a little touch to his right-hand side. We're going to give it to McNamara. Down the right-hand side. Fleming's come short. He's crossed in, and Liam Kitchen will clear it away. Now it's into Dinore. We take a touch. We've got two Coventry players on us, but we turn out of that very, very well. Then ping it to the left-hand side, and Brian. We ask for the ball back. Take a good touch inside. Into Fleming. Fleming's got Dinore. Dinore. He's now got Gulbranson. We're going to try and find that little pass. It goes into Fleming. Now Nisbet. Nisbet goes back to us. We go back to Fleming. It's all very tight and intricate, and unfortunately Coventry do win it once again. I just feel that we're missing a little bit of strength up front, a big man just to hold the ball up a little bit that we can play off, because we do seem to lose possession quite a lot in the final third when just trying to maintain moves like that, really. But 22 minutes now, Coventry are attacking with O'Hare. O'Hare coming towards the edge of the box now. Moore. Wes Harding stands him up and does exceptionally well. And we will ask for the ball over the top here, which Cooper gives us nicely. We'll knock it onto Dinore, and maybe we can progress forward here. Dinore down the left-hand side. We're just hanging on the edge of the box. It's crossed in, headed away by Thomas. We can't win the header, and Coventry clear. Fleming nods it down to us. Right, we play it into Gulbranson. Gulbranson into Dinore. Dinore, it's a lovely ball through to Zian Fleming. And Zapata makes a wonderful save. That's the best move of the game from Milwall. And on 37 minutes, we finally get a decent attempt on goal. Fleming now. Can we get one back just before half-time? We've told Gulbranson to get a move on. We can't get a pass to him with no options at all, so we have to keep going down this right-hand side, which we do. We're looking for options in the middle. We put the cross in. It's a little bit deep into Nisbet, but he will try and combine with Brian. And oh dear, that will bring up half-time once again. Not really linking up in the final third, but it's Coventry 1, Millwall 0. O'Hare, edge of the box for Coventry, plays it down the left-hand side to Van Hewick. We try to stop O'Hare, but O'Hare breaks into the box. And look how deep we are here. Fleming. We've got an option now down this left-hand side. If Nisbet can give it us, which he does, have we got the pace to run the Coventry defender? It doesn't look like we have. We check back onto his right foot. We strike it well. And unfortunately, can't quite get the purchase on it. But that's a little bit better. But it is us from midfield that's having to force these chances rather than our strikers, because they don't seem to be doing too much at all. We have the ball, and we play a lovely ball to Gulbranson, and we are breaking once again. Nisbet through the middle, Dinore. Oh, and it all seems to break down a little bit. Nisbet into Fleming. And it all broke down. There was no clue of where to go there for our guys at all. As they clear it towards halfway, we will look to win this, and we do. In to Zian Fleming, who gives it us back, just about. Into McNamara now. McNamara takes a touch into Zian Fleming. This is better from Milwall. We've asked for it. McNamara's there, and we will get a corner. We did pull back to the edge of the box there. That seems to be where the space was. But we're at the back stick. We're actually in the box for this corner. Let's see if it comes anywhere near us, which it doesn't. It's headed away by Sheaf. Into Gulbranson. We're going to take a touch on the edge of the box and try and curl this one. And it's a good save from Zapata. 62 minutes gone, pressing for an equaliser. Fleming on the right-hand side. Goes into us. We give it him back. Will he give it us back again? He takes a few touches. I'm guessing he's going to go back to McNamara. Chooses to do none of the above. Now McNamara goes into the middle. It's cleared away well by Coventry. Jake Cooper just whacks it forward. And that stinks of really not having a plan with it, as Sheaf now brings it forward for Coventry. It looks like it's going to be a defeat, this, for Millwall. Fleming nods it down to us. We ping it back over the top for him. Can Zian Fleming get there? Answer is no, but we may win this one, which we do with Nisbet. Then we play it back to Nisbet. There's options here. Can he get it into the box? He can. Zian Fleming. It comes to us on the edge of the box. We try and get the strike away, and unfortunately, Coventry defend it well and managed to break away. That was possibly the last opportunity of the game. And it is going to be Coventry 1, Millwall 0. And it's a disappointing start to the episode, unless... Oh, they've just got away with it there. As Van Newick has it on the left-hand side. And that is that. Coventry 1, Millwall 0. We start with a defeat today. Very disappointing, that performance. Both individually and collectively. Couldn't quite get it going. Let's have a look at the performance. Stats, we did get a 7.4, 25 passes, 92% accuracy. Look at this though. Gulbranson 5.9, and Nisbet 6.2, Fleming 6.3. There are some very, very poor performances in this team at this moment. We've got to try and drag these guys up with us. Right, this could be possibly one of the biggest games of the season so far. We need a good result here, and it must be said, we've dropped Gulbranson, and Duncan Watmore is starting up front. I don't know what Tom Bradshaw's done wrong, but Millwall will provide a tough test. But at the Den, we need a win under the lights. Cooper goes into us from the free kick. We look to stride forward. Can't quite do it. We're faced up. We're going to go into Denore. Denore takes a touch. He's got options to his left and his right. Watmore gives it to us. There's an option to shoot here, and we certainly did. And Roberts makes a very good save. We possibly could have played Nisbet in there as well. But this time we do give it to Nisbet, who gives it back to us. McNamara will be on the outside, as he is now. Takes a touch. He's got Zian Fleming inside. We will now use Zian Fleming into Nisbet. This has got to be a goal, and it isn't. Roberts makes the save, and Kevin Nisbet doesn't manage to score when possibly he should do a little bit better. Cooper goes into Wallace. Oh, yeah. Get it again from the centre half. This time we fire it into Nisbet. Can he turn? He certainly can. Fleming strikes it this time. Roberts palms it away. It's good, positive play this from Millwall. We are at the back stick from this corner. Is he going to come deep? It isn't. It's going to be headed away well by Dyke Steele. Nisbet gives it into us. We will strike this one, and it's off the defender's head and cleared away as Clark now clears. Jones over the top to Smith. Down our left-hand side. That's a good ball in, and Crooks gets the goal. And that, again, after a positive start, maybe we let Crooks run off us there. There is an argument to say that, but he struck it well in the end. Oh, it's tough times here at Millwall. McNamara down the right-hand side, in to Nisbet. We're on the edge of the box. It's pinged in. Headed away well by Clark. We can't win that one. McNamara doesn't look like he wants to challenge for that one either. And Middlesbrough again looking to hit us on the break. Crooks nearly skips past Wallace. In fact, does. But fortunately, Jake Cooper manages to sort it out as we just play it now to the right and Wallace. Wallace will go back into McNamara. We will ask for it. We're going to ping it into Nisbet first time. Zian Fleming's there. One more to Duncan Watmore. And we've equalised. And that is very much needed. Good goal from Duncan Watmore, showing that he deserves his place in the side. It's good play from Nisbet as well, to be fair, in Fleming. And that is a decent finish. It's Millwall 1, Middlesbrough 1. Nisbet wins it well. We go around the outside. Denore has actually seen us. And now we've got an option to try and cut inside here. We have to turn back. and just go all the way back to Wes Hardy. But that's not a big problem. I'd rather keep possession. Now we go into Nisbet. And Nisbet turns. Oh, and what an effort from Nisbet. It's unlucky. It's on his left foot. He just squeezes past the post. Very unlucky, but decent play from Milwall once again. Nisbet into Watmore. Goes back to us. We try and play it into Nisbet again. Now back into Fleming. It's a lovely ball in behind. Oh, and Coulson just about recovers. But Duncan Watmore has done a lot in this game so far. Dinore, still not a big fan of. Van Dijk is on a yellow card. Has come close to getting sent off as well. He tried to take us down, and it was only a final warning as Coulson goes into Crooks. Matt Crooks now edge of the box. We thought we'd won that, but we don't want to concede just before half-time. We've been the better side as Coulson manages to skip past. It's into Van Dijk, now back into Silvera. More defending to be done here as McNamara goes and wins it, but Coulson just about retains possession. Now Van Dijk again into Matt Crooks. Silvera, good tackle from Cooper, and that will bring us up to half-time. Millwall 1, Middlesbrough 1. Oh, we win a good couple of tackles in the midfield, but still can't quite win the ball back. Tommy Smith, we win a third tackle. We're now looking for options. Can't see one, so we'll just take a touch, knock it off to Harding. Good bit of tackling from us, that, though, there. Managing to get stuck in. As Cooper, we will ask for that. Play it onto Wallace. Just spread the play a little bit as he comes forward now. We will bomb back into midfield where McNamara can find us. There is a pass. Oh, and we should have done better. There was a pass into Zian Fleming. We could have done well there. We could have got that into him, but we've chose to try and play the through ball when possibly we needed a pinged one. But 1 minute's gone, still 1-1. We win the ball back at right back, and here Nisbet goes back into us. It's not the best of balls to us, to be fair. It's not the best of balls. We don't really link up well with Nisbet. Look at this pass on for Van Dijk here. It's into Coburn. It's a good block by... It's a good block by Cooper, but it's in once again, and it's starting to get quite frustrating. We gave the ball away, but Jones found it there. Wallace doesn't quite get the block in. Oh, and it's Millwall 1, Middlesbrough 2. Going forward again, Nisbet. Gulbranson's now on for Watmore. Here is Gulbranson. That's a good touch. And it's a good save from Roberts. I felt Watmore were very unlucky to be hauled off. We are in the box for this corner once again. It's crossed in this time. That is a terrible corner. It comes out to us, though, on the edge of the box. We take a couple of touches, but Crooks this time wins it off us. Got to be said, we've not possibly had his best game here. Nisbet should win that. Oh, my goodness, Nisbet. Just players, my friend. We win it back. Now, we've got options here. I'm hoping Fleming's going to make a run past us. We have to turn back. There's no options on. McNamara will be down the right-hand side now, though. Crosses it in early into Nisbet. Nisbet takes a couple of touches, and Dijksteel takes it off him. Like he's in Year 7 playing against the Year 11. That's what that looked like. Oh, we're just not big enough and strong enough up front. That is the problem. 83 minutes gone. Individually, again, we're playing rather well. Especially on the ratings, but just not really creating anything. We win it back through us, Calvert right, and now we look to break, and we're looking for options. I cannot see an option for trying. We are looking left and right. We have to stop the attack, basically. Ping it out to McNamara, and then hopefully we can build again. We go all the way back to Jake Cooper, goes into Dinore. Dinore goes into us. Not an easy position. That's a lovely tackle from McNair. Couldn't do anything with that. Wes Harding should win that back, but doesn't. Now McCree. It's into Matt Crooks. We're just trotting back, because at the moment we've got to have one last attack if we can. Dinore. We'll ask for it from Wallace. That is as poor a pass as you are likely to see. Calvert now trying to win it back. Can't quite. McNair. 92 minutes. That is going to be game. And Middlesbrough, once again, we lose at home as we whack it away in disgust more than anything. So poor from us. It's a 2-1 defeat. It's not been the best episode so far, it must be said. Let's have a look performance-wise again at our boys, because if we have a look at us, we get an 8.1. That's not the end of the world. There's no goals, no assists, obviously. But Gulbranson, 5.8. Watmore was on a 6.6. So there's some very, very poor performances in this team. We did get 36 passes, 94% pass accuracy. Right, on to the next. Maybe a change of scenery might help us. Bristol City at Ashton Gate. Hopefully we can do something here. 8.5 is required for our match rating. Unbelievably, he's dropped Duncan Watmore for Gulbranson again, who got a 5.7 or a 5.8 in that last game. I mean, I don't get what the manager's thinking about at this moment in time. But immediately we lose possession. That's not a good start, but we are fouled. So cut us a bit of slack as Nisbet now has it. Plays it forward to Fleming. Into Gulbranson. Could we possibly get an early goal here? It's Gulbranson again. Into Fleming. Back out to Dinore. Oh, we're going to manage to get a goal here. Brian now down the left-hand side. It's a good positive start from us here. Dinore into Gulbranson. We're just kind of letting him get on with it at the moment. Brian brings it back to us. We look to curl it. And it's going to be out for an early corner, which we will be in the box for at the back stick. We're actually going to ask for it this time as it's put towards the back stick. There is Cooper. Oh, and Dinore can't quite get there, but positive start early doors here. Into us again, Wallace. I mean, look at the space we're in here. Fleming, Nisbet, into Dinore. Dinore strikes. O'Leary makes a good save. Positive start for Millwall. Nisbet into McNamara. McNamara down the right-hand side. We've managed to get ourselves a little bit free. We've asked for the ball. We go into Nisbet. Nisbet goes back to us. We'll give it to Dinore. This is better from Millwall. Dinore gives it away. Should do better as a central midfielder in that position there. He's pressing their fullback now. And my God. I mean, come on. He's forced him into a mistake. Let's cut him some slack. It's got to be said, we've not been best impressed with some of our teammates here as we play it into Gulbranson. Goes back into us. We'll go into Dinore, or will we? We won't. We're going to have to try and get that. We get a foot in. Dinore goes into Fleming. Now Nisbet. Oh, what a save from O'Leary. And Tanner does manage to clear it. But we are all in the ascendancy here at Millwall. Cooper plays it down the right to us. We found a little bit of space. We're going to just check back. Go into Nisbet. Look at Zian Fleming making a lovely run. Nisbet goes into Gulbranson. Out to Dinore. Now to the left-hand side and Brian. It's back to Dinore. Into Fleming. Fleming into us. We go into Nisbet. Nisbet takes a couple of touches. It's Dinore. And finally, we get a goal away from home. And Dinore is the goal scorer. Good bit of play from Nisbet. Credit where it's due. That is a lovely little back heel, this. Let's have a look at that. And there is Dinore. Get out of my way, Gulbranson. Midfielder coming through. Bristol City 0. Millwall 1. And Gulbranson goes into Fleming. Goes back into us. God, that were an awkward pass to receive. But we managed to keep possession. Fleming again. McNamara. McNamara again. Fleming. We've asked for it back here because we reckon there are options here. I'm just going to try and shift it to my left foot and play it to Brian down the left-hand side. Goes back into Dinore. We're on the edge of the box once again. There's an option to strike this one towards goal. And O'Leary palms it away. We're getting chances. Corner to Millwall. It's crossed in. Cooper's underneath it again. And Cooper scores. And Jake Cooper should be getting a few more of those. And we have doubled our lead at Ashton Gate. My word. Maybe we just can't play at home. Big centre half. Showing off there in front of the away supporters. It was a good corner, to be fair, from Zian Fleming. And there is Cooper to nod home. And it is Millwall 2, Bristol City 0. And we've won it back straight away. Giving it into Nisbet. Oh, and he can't quite get it to Fleming, who's won it back. But we look a different team. It's into Nisbet again. Nisbet, can he make an option? He can't. Fleming goes to McNamara. Back to Fleming. Back to Nisbet. Oh, and Dinore. And we suddenly have turned it on. Out of nowhere, we look like a very good football team all of a sudden. 36 minutes gone. It's Bristol City 0. It's Millwall 3. And just have a look at this bit of play here. In to Fleming. Then into Nisbet. Plays it across. And Dinore is there. Maybe we're better, just sat on the edge of the box. We're still on the edge of the box here. Now we are again. We strike it this time. It's a decent effort again, but O'Leary does save it. And that will be half-time. Bristol City 0, Millwall 3. Where has this performance come from? We go into Fleming. Fleming, we ask for it back. Plays a little nice back heel. We'll just ping it to the left-hand side. And Brian will wait for it. It's into Gulbranson now. Us. We see Fleming to the right-hand side. There he is. Goes back to McNamara. We're behind him. Should he choose to use us, which he does. Now Dinore, edge of the box. Strikes it. He fancies his hat-trick, doesn't he? Oh, Dinore. We take a couple of little step-overs. Play it back to the right-hand side of McNamara. Now Fleming back into us. We're going near post this time. And we haven't got our shooting boots on today, but we are getting in the positions. 60 minutes gone. Fleming into Nisbet, and that is 4. And to be fair, I was just sat on the edge of the box watching it. Nisbet gets the goal. Bristol City will be absolutely fuming with this performance because you couldn't see this coming. It was a lovely little play inside. There was Fleming into Nisbet, left-footed. He seems to have got his shooting boots on. Bristol City 0, Milwall 4. Coming forward again, Nisbet. It's like we're playing on a totally different difficulty level here, which we're not. We're still on Legendary, but we've just totally dominated this football match. I mean, Fleming's tried to play it into Gulbranson. Now us. We've spotted a pass into Denore on a hat-trick. Oh, and he nearly scores. Memete coming forward. We tried to stop him on the edge of the box. Bell, that is a good tackle from us. And it's 15 minutes to go. This is as comfortable as you are likely to see as Nisbet goes into Fleming. Now us. Looking for options again. There's a ball out to Brian down the left-hand side. Honeyman now, sorry. Gulbranson into Denore. Back into Honeyman again. We picked up a nice little bit of space on the edge of the box. Should he find us here? Honeyman goes into Denore. Back into Honeyman. Takes a touch. Edge of the box. We've asked for it. We've got it. Oh, and that's unfortunate. We will get a corner, which we will be at the back stick for. It's crossed in. It's crossed in towards the back stick. But there is Jake Cooper again. And this time O'Leary does manage to claim it. Denore, can he get his hat-trick at the end of this game? We're just trotting forward. In fact, we're going to strike it. Last minute. Oh, and it's just wide. But that will do. That is a way to bounce back after successive defeats. And we've done exceptionally well there. Let's have a look at the stats. Because I think individually and collectively, that is a far better performance. Kevin Nisbet got man of the match on a 10. Look at that. Fleming, even Gulbranson got above a 7. That is so much better. We didn't get a goal. We didn't get an assist, but we did get a 9.6 with 38 passes and 87% of those completed. Final game is QPR. If we can get back-to-back wins, that would make up for the start of the episode. Here we go then. QPR. QPR haven't had the best start to the season. So I'm hoping that we can really pile on the misery. That last win really has boosted confidence for us. And we kick off at the Den. We need a win in front of us home fans. Really, Nisbet. Richards, though, coming forward. We've given it away. We've got defending to do. Smythe shoots and Smythe scores. And that all came from Nisbet giving the ball away, as he so often does. And it's a simple finish. We tried to get back. And he gets the finish. It's Milwall 0, QPR 1. McNamara down the right-hand side. Right, we've got to start making an impact in this game. McNamara tries to get the cross. And it is blocked by the defender. We are going to ask for it. It's crossed in towards Jake Cooper, who's there again. And Jake Cooper gets the goal. It's Milwall 1, QPR 1. And just by asking for it at that back stick, it seems to go into an area which Jake Cooper likes to be in. Let's just have a little look at this again. Zian Fleming, right-footed, just stands it up, really. And Jake Cooper, the size that he is, makes it look easy. 1-1. QPR, though, looking for an instant response. Dozzle, edge of the box. We win it back well and then lose possession. Smythe strikes it. Good save from Bilikowski. We just couldn't quite get rid of that as we now ask for possession down the right-hand side. It's given away. Kelman is in the box and it's a good save from Bilikowski and then it's whacked away. And it's going to go out for a throw-in for Milwall. And that will be half-time, 1-1 at the interval. We've managed to get back into it, but we really need to step it up in this second half. Right then, second half, big performance needed. If we win this, this would be a good end to the episode. We've not been at our best in this game, it must be said, so I'm looking for a better performance in this second half. And QPR do have a corner at the start of this second half. We're on the edge of the 6-yard box. They do choose to go short with it. It comes to the edge of the box and Smythe. We don't want to foul him. It's back into Charlie Kelman, who strikes it, and my word, Charlie Kelman puts QPR 2-1 up, and we have got to be disappointed with this because he takes a touch in the box. Wes Harding can't get there quick enough, and he gets the goal. We're behind again. McNamara back to Wallace, goes into us. We take a touch, take a turn, looking for options. We go across to Wes Harding. In to Denore. Denore goes into us. Again, it's a difficult ball to receive, but we do well. It's in to Gulbranson. Back into us. Can we squeeze it through to Nisbet? Not quite. Now Gulbranson into Fleming. Goes into us. We strike it, and it is 2-2. And we get the goal, which we look like we deserve. That was a very interesting celebration. I'm not too impressed with that. But we get the celebration. It's I can't imagine the Milwall fans will be very impressed with that either. But if we take a look at the goal, Fleming does well, takes a touch, and we strike it right-footed into the left-hand corner. That's good. Right, now to win it. Kai, this time for QPR. It's headed away well. We've got to whack this away. We certainly do. That's a great header in to Nisbet, and now Nisbet can bring it forward. It goes into Brian. We just trot into midfield. Can we get the winner? I think we've got Wolverhampton up next, which is going to be a tough old game as we go in towards Gulbranson. Now Fleming. This is looking positive. It's into Nisbet, into Denore. Denore makes it 3-2, and Milwall, we've turned it around. It's Milwall 3, QPR 2, and Denore starting to grow on me a little bit. It's a lovely little touch inside by Nisbet, and there we go. It's Denore, strikes it, near post, keeper no chance, power beats him, 3-2. QPR coming forward again through Smythe as we win it back well though, and then give it in to Nisbet, then goes to Fleming. If he could get the ball through there, that would have been ideal. That's not ideal. We've got to try and hold possession here, as Paul does, I would suggest, foul us there a little bit, but Cooper chooses to go a little bit longer into Nisbet, which has worked well because Fleming's now got it. It's back to us. We go back right to Fleming. Now Nisbet. This could seal it for us. Nisbet in the box, goes back to McNamara, goes back to us. We're looking for passers. Go across to Gulbranson, back to us again. Now Denore. Back to Nisbet. This is good pressure from Millwall. Will he go back here? He won't. He'll go into us. We take a touch. Going to Honeyman. Now Fleming. And that is 4-2. That is game, set and match. Millwall 4, QPR 2. And that was patient play from this Millwall side. And there we go. Zian Fleming gets the goal. That should be it. What a tackle that is. Doing our defensive work as well. And now I'm hoping that Honeyman is going to run all the way with me. We're going to try and drag this defender inside, then just dink it over to Honeyman. Nisbet's in the middle, as are we. Can Honeyman find the pass? We can find the pass. Nisbet's in, 5-2. And that was all our own work. That, from winning it at the back, going down the line, playing the pass to Honeyman, then into Nisbet. And that has been a good performance from this Millwall side, and a good performance from us. We asked for the ball. He gave it into us. There was one more pass, and Nisbet wasn't going to miss from there. That is now all she wrote. And that is all she wrote. What a performance from the team. What a performance from us. That really helps as we get to the end of that episode. We scored 9 goals there in the last 2 games. Let's just have a look at the performance stats, because I think they'll be rather impressive. We did get a 10 out of 10 match rating. We got 1 goal. We got 1 assist. I thought we got 2 assists, but I'm not too sure. 38 passes, 84% pass accuracy. Yes, for the man of the match. But look at that. Nisbet 8.3, Fleming 8.4, Gulbranson 6.7. It's obvious where the weak link is in this team, is it not? Let's now get to the standings and also have a quick look at the spreadsheet and see if any other clubs are more interested in us now after those last couple of performances. So spreadsheet-wise, we've had a decent episode again. We've hardly dropped below a 7, you know, since we've been at Millwall. I think individually we've been much better than collectively. We've had a couple of 10s in there as well, so that has been a decent episode for individual performances. If we just have a little look where we are in the league table, we are currently 8th. I said it'd start to settle down by this point. We're definitely in the top half. We've got Wolves next. I'm sure we have Wolves away at Molineux next. That's going to be a tough old game. Just to have a quick look at the player agent screen. Let's have a look, see if there is anyone else interested. Still only Lazio and Monza. We won't mind a bit of sunshine in Italy. And just to have a little look at the calendar, let's have a look what we've got coming up next. So we know we start away to Wolves, then we've got Preston at home, and then Charlton away and Birmingham at home. Those 3 games definitely winnable. The game away at Molineux might be a little bit tougher. That's another week over. Please do like and subscribe. I hope you've enjoyed this one, and I'll see you on the next one. Ta-ra!